Welcome, viewers, back to Space Haven, where we join Emerson, Jimmy, and Madelyn, Tala aboard the HSS Horus, once again working on the resource wing of this ship. Hopefully getting some substantial progress today. We'd really like to get this done in order to get the spaceship up to snuff so that we can really begin this group's wacky space adventure. Emerson here. Feeling a lot better. Overall mood's up to 90. He's lonely and has minor discomfort. Jimmy. Lonely and a bit low energy. His mood's not quite as good, but it is improving. Madelyn. Got comforted and feeling comfort today. So people were actually nice to Madelyn today, which is unusual, but they were also mean to her. So somebody's nice to her, somebody's mean to her. Interesting, kind of canceling each other out. Overall mood is great. Tala. Comfortable, but lonely. Very, very good mood. So overall, the crew's doing fine. Most of their needs are being taken care of. General atmosphere on the ship is fairly uncomfortable, except for the living quarters, which are positive. Do have positive comfort. The rest of the ship ranges from negative to extremely negative. So that's what we've been working on the past few episodes, is trying to remedy the situation, making this resource area into a place where they can work and operate without getting stressed out so much that they have desire to kill all humans. Alright, the crew's about to wake up and move on to break. We're going to take a look at these jobs, make sure that these are set to continue. We're going to turn off and or dismantle the rest of these so that they don't get distracted and start to try making things. We're also going to double check jobs as these other things come online. The most important thing right now is this power for the tools. Make sure that's high priority. We're going to meanwhile stop production on, well, we don't have to worry about steel plates, that's fine because we have plenty of those. Tech blocks and energy blocks, we do have plenty of tech, so they're not going to work on that one, and we also have plenty of energy, so we shouldn't see them distracted by working on that. Water, it's set to produce if we go below 5. We eventually do want to set that probably to below 10 because they do seem to be consuming water fairly rapidly. But I don't think that's going to trigger either. Just taking a look at my overview here. So far, we have optronics, electronics, composter, and assembler taken care of. The next item is going to be moving the metal refinery. So this metal refinery is going to get moved to this area here. I think that's going to interfere with this power node. Let me just take a look at where this would be. So, oops. Hard to see with that up. Can I close that? Yes. All right, so if we leave that door here, the metal refinery needs a wall around it, and there has to be a corridor. So that means corridor goes there, wall goes there, we move it up 1, and we want a corridor on this side also. So corridor here, wall here. That means metal refinery goes here. That's where this power distribution node is going to be in the way. That does present somewhat of a problem because currently that's how we're getting power everywhere else. So the next thing we're going to want to do before anything else is add another power distribution node that can reach these other things and not be in the way. So the first thing I'm probably going to do then is just build the wall around where the metal refinery would go. So there's walls here, and then wall here. We do need to dismantle the chemical refinery because that's where the wall goes. might as well, we're not going to dismantle that. We're just going to do a move order for it. We do need to dismantle this. The rest of the walls are going to be 4 more walls this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 6 walls this way. Total. So 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't build there yet. Now we can. Nope, still can't. Alright, that means this needs to get dismantled. Where is this ultimately going to be moved? The advanced assembler ultimately is going to live pretty close actually to where it currently is. So it's actually going to line up with the wall on this side. So let's get this wall in place and get an order to move this, and then we should just be able to rotate the advanced assembler in place. Alright, so the move order for this says just move it here. And then returning to wall building. We need to wrap walls around this, leaving a corridor for accessing the advanced assembler. Alright, so assembler. Where we're going to move you is it's actually pretty close to where it is. But I think this water is in the way. So let's see if we can move the water. The water collector actually goes in the far corner here. And the problem immediately is that we need to add an additional wall. So let's let them finish the rest of these tasks here before I worry about moving the water assembler or the water purifier, whatever this thing is. Yeah, water purifier. We did lose power. Not terrible right now. We're going to have to add power nodes as we go. Probably rearrange all of them. So it might even make sense to just not worry about power right now. Alright, let's see. Let's just disassemble the water purifier for now. I'm kind of nervous about that. Let's just move it and move it again later, I guess. It's going to be in this corner. Like, where it's going to sit is literally like right here. So maybe if we just do a little bit of hull construction there. Like, do that. No, it wants me to do that. There. Oops. There. Yeah, because that'll have to be a interior wall. Okay. So somebody will go do that. The rest of them can continue building these things. See if I can figure out where this assembler is supposed to go. So it should, I believe it's going here. Okay, so there's a door. I mean, a wall here, and then it would end up being here. Which, yes, unfortunately... Oh, is that a... What exactly is this? Just this, okay. Yeah, before we move that, we need to move the water purifier into its final resting place. Somebody's already making the hull, so... Quick. Excellent. Where did everybody else go? Okay, they're just fetching supplies. Jimmy's out building hull. Wait, they're both out building hull? Oh, that's why it's going so fast. Great, okay. And Tala's taking care of the plants, which are growing again. Excellent. Oh, and they grew rapidly this time. Interesting. Good. Plants are growing. Everybody's happy. Emerson's actually getting the job done. Emerson and Tala. Actually, it looks like Emerson's just doing random logistics tasks right now. Construction is his highest priority, but he's moving the water tanks around. I guess there's just some things you have to do regardless of the priority. All right. So we do now have a way to move this. We want that here. That should let us move this, but I think we do have to wait till it gets deconstructed before it will let us move it. So we're going to want to move this here, which is, lines up with where it was. Interesting. I'm surprised that I didn't move that more. Okay, well, this is going to go here. We're going to have to wait till that water gets disassembled. Would be nice if they started actually assembling things. I guess they really like destruction more than they like construction. I don't really blame them for that, I suppose. Breaking things is more fun than building things, at least from my perspective. Not necessarily more fun, but definitely easier. All right, so we need a wall here. So if you're curious how I laid this out, what I did was I just used an Excel spreadsheet as a piece of graph paper, made a bunch of pieces that were the same layout, size layout as all of these resource items, and then just cut and pasted them around until I had a layout that seemed to work. Pretty much just settled on the first one that I got working where every resource item fit and there were walls. The only item that didn't fit in this whole area from the resources tab was the weaver, the not the metal refiner, the micro weaver. I believe everything else fits on my layout. It's possible I forgot something or overlooked something, but we shall see. Took probably an hour to figure out the layout that worked. It wasn't. I think I stumbled upon one that worked pretty quickly. I didn't have to do a lot of reshuffling once I figured it out. Just magically worked. There is kind of one area that's a little bit ugly, but generally I think it's gonna look nice. Okay, we got a assembler up and built. We got the water moved. All right, let's move this thing. I want it quarter there, a wall here, and then it ends up being here. I think that's right. Okay, next one. Wait, is this the water purifier? Oops. I guess that's okay. I think I put that in the wrong place. I think the water collector was supposed to be here. Water purifier is actually supposed to be down here. Oops. Yeah, sorry guys. You're gonna have to move that again. And the tools facility also needs to get moved. It needs to get moved up one. And we do need to get power on it again. So let's at least get a temporary power situation resolved here so that we can power tools before we run out of tools. So we have room in this corridor here for power. I'd like to have that wall powered as well. It looks like the wall's powered from outside right now. If I put this here, let's see. Yeah, that's powering that wall, so that's good. If I put this here, it powers the wall, but it doesn't reach the nodes it needs to reach, so it really needs to go here. Oh wait, it does reach the nodes. What am I talking about? Oops, yeah, okay. I'm a little confused. confused, that's all. There, put in that there, it powers the wall, plus we can chain it to these other nodes. Probably want another one down here in this corridor. Would be nice to power this wall. So maybe we put this one here. How many of these can we make? We're out of tools. Let's wait till we have tools before I can make another one of those. And let's make that high priority. Logistics is overwhelmed. No tools facility. Critical resources low. Objects not on power grid and power not linked. Really? Interesting. Okay. Alright, so that's going to be to there. This can get linked to here. Yes, they're not linked with any actual power, but they are linked with each other, so we get rid of the error message at least. Tala's on it. Good job, Tala. This one can get linked just all the way to everything redundantly, although that doesn't make any sense, does it? Because it needs to actually get power from somewhere. Great. Okay, everything's coming online. Why is this not powered down here? Somehow I missed this, so I do need a power. Do need power down here. Power availability is low. I think I'm going to turn this into a floor power because it's just not really working out where it is. It is powering everything though, so let's leave that for now. Let's add one more power so we can get this wall powered. We will put it in this room. I don't think we need that wall to be powered, honestly, come to think of it. Maybe here just for symmetry. Insufficient available resources to build this infra. Is that? No, it's not. Oh, we can't make tools because we're out of infra blocks. Okay. I think that just means that the infra blocks we have aren't in storage. But yeah, it does look like they're complaining about infra blocks. Let's make sure we have a supply of infra blocks coming in. At least 5. And we are getting power not linked message because somebody managed to make a power supply already. All right. Link this one to... Cut this. And let's link those two. Like that. Circle is nice. Okay. Might be smart to put a circle here too. Just in case I accidentally cut something in the future. Alright, so back to recipes. We're going to refine infra blocks here. We're not going to worry about hull or soft. This one, we're going to... Yeah, it's already producing steel plates. Great. This thing... we will set up tech and energy recipes here, even though we don't actually need them right now. Tools, you don't need to tell it to refine. They just do that automatically. Water, we're going to make sure if we drop below 10 that you're going to make water for us. Electronics. We should definitely be making electronics if we get below 5. Still have plenty of metals. Optronics, we didn't change anything, and They just don't have the infra to make that composter. Okay. Getting toward the end of the first day here. Let's take a look at what we need to finish. We need to put a wall here. So the idea here is that there is a entrance here with a wall that goes all the way along here. And then, of course, behind this. And connects here. And then 2 doors. Doors need infra. That's why we're running out of infra blocks. Okay. So let's refrain from putting the doors in. There's going to be a door here, and then a door between these 2 things here. We can put the wall here. So that's going to be wall, door, wall, wall. And that gets this completely walled off. Great. Finally, we're going to put the energy refiner back in. Energy refiner is on page 1 here. Energy refiner is going to live right next door to the advanced assembler. Like this. It's going to have walls around it. It's going to have wall, door, wall. A wall go in here. A wall there. All right, and then up in this corridor, we can start adding walls. So we're going to have a corridor here, a wall here, door, wall, 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 door, wall, wall. 3 more. Wall, wall, wall. Door, wall. A wall here. Door there, a wall here. Back here, there's going to be a wall going this way. And then on this side, another wall here, I think. Yes, okay, and then we're going to drop the chemical refiner up here. Next to the chemical refiner is going to be the cell fuser, which I don't think we had one of these yet, so maybe we'll hold off. I think we have enough to build it. Never mind. Cell fuser. And then finally, we're going to bring the recycler back here. Where's the recycler? Why is the recycler not fit? What did I do? Recycler needs to rotate this way. And that gives it a place to sit. There. And finally, we're going to just drop a water collector up here. There's not really... I'm not sure this is the best place for a water collector, but we'll see what happens. There we go. Now we're going to have to power everything. But, except for this, what goes here? Something goes here. Item fabricator. Right. I'm going to start making weapons. So we will throw an item fabricator in here. So this was where it got a little bit janky, because the item fabricator technically isn't going to be walled in. So I'm hoping that that doesn't become an issue, like that doesn't pollute this all of these corridors with noise that they can't, that makes it an uncomfortable environment. If it does, once we have all the doors in, if it does look like all this area is becoming uncomfortable, then we'll probably move the item fabricator. But for now, that's the whole layout completed. Look at that. Layout completed, almost all of it rebuilt. Let me just go through and make sure, again, that all of our recipes are set up. I think I already did this, so yeah, this looks good. So next episode, they should finish building this. I think we did finish transferring everything we need from this derelict. Yep. There's still 2 energy rods, but you know what? We're going to forget about those. And next episode, we are going to explore, head out and do a little bit more exploring. Critical resources. Still low. That still thinks water's low, even though we really have enough water. I guess it is a little bit low. Probably something to think about tomorrow. Make sure that we're getting the water logistics. I think it'll be okay. We have plenty of ice. But that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you enjoyed seeing my plans finally come to fruition here with a completed layout with walls like we've been promising since day one. Everything looks nice and isolated. Already we're seeing kind of some benefit from having walls around things, even these individual comfort levels without having any lights in there to improve it. It's pretty good. This one with lights in it. Look at that, the hyperdrive. Is there supposed to be a wall there and there's not? What's going on? Why is the hyperdrive bleeding through? Even these areas, like I was saying, even these areas with that are walled off, their comfort's only -30, so I think it's going to be good. It doesn't really seem like this light. It says nullified by negative comfort, so it doesn't really seem like adding light does a whole lot. It's just having something negative in there means the light's not going to help you for some reason. Although on the other hand, where there's no light, it does give you a big negative. So I guess we do need light. Probably lights everywhere. All right, and you can see that comfort is bleeding into the hallways from these things without doors. But I think it tapers off. No, it doesn't. It tapers off very slowly. So it's going to be important to get the doors in place. Which means we're going to need infra blocks. All right, before these people get to work for the next day, I'm going to pause it here and say goodbye and thank you for watching. Join me again next time on Space Haven. Bye-bye.